Hello, hello. It's Alicia from Quick and Delish. I am here to show you how to make two different chicken salads. So everybody knows about your average chicken salad, mayonnaise, what have you. Whatever else you like to add. I like to add crunch usually. So I'll explain to you a couple ideas for moisture besides mayonnaise. For whatever reason, my mother didn't like mayonnaise, and so I learned to not appreciate mayonnaise as well. And so I always find different ways to moisten my foods without mayonnaise. I love mustard. Mustard is one of my go-to things for the tuna salad, chicken salad stuff, but I have a couple of different ideas that hoping that I will inspire the whole chicken salad situation a little bit. Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna go with Italian themed. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I cook my chicken. So you could totally use rotisserie chicken and, already cooked chicken, right? And like pick the meat off, and then, just freeze it ahead of time. So if you're gonna pick the meat off of a rotisserie chicken or a chicken that you roast, just pick off all the meat at once. That is my meal planning recommendation right now, because it's hard to go back once you've put it away with the skin on and everything. So if you're gonna do something, just do it all at once. It's much easier. It's gonna save you time, and you're gonna have more food ready to go if you do that. Okay, so that was a quick tip. So this is how I cooked my chicken breast. So I took 2 large chicken breasts like these, and I seared them on both sides with salt and pepper, super basic. And then I added chicken stock, so store-bought chicken stock. That's totally fine. Sometimes I make a homemade one, whatever, but like sometimes I don't, right? It's totally cool. And then after I seared the chicken breast, both sides, I added chicken stock to get all that goodness from the bottom of the pan. And then I put it, once I added the chicken stock, I put it in the oven to sort of braise for about 25 minutes. And then the meat is super tender and moist each time. And then you can add like tons of different flavors, and then you have this moist broth to make a soup with, or do whatever you want. Or you can make soup from this. So that's how I cook the chicken. That's my newish favorite way to cook chicken breast. Okay, here we go. So the first version is Italian themed. I don't know why I like to group things into some sort of theme. Okay, so this is half of a very large chicken breast that I cooked with that other chicken breast. And for moisture, right, instead of mayonnaise, I'm gonna add about a shy quarter cup of ricotta. And this is just your average store-bought ricotta, nothing fancy. And then, or you could skip the ricotta, right? You don't need the ricotta. And like making it so that your chicken salad like sticks together isn't really necessary, right? And some people like it that way, or we're just trained to appreciate it that way, right? Okay, so I've roasted some cherry tomatoes in this cool pan that I use in the toaster oven to heat up different items. So I'm gonna add 6 to 8 of these roasted cherry tomatoes. They're kind of caramelized, and I roasted them in balsamic and olive oil, salt, pepper. So I just put a little bit of that juice in there, and I can use those for something else. And then for other veggies, I'm gonna go crazy. Anyway, for other veggies, I'm gonna put about a half cup of snap peas. So the ratio of what you add, and so these snap peas, I just cut them in half diagonally, so they look super fun that way. So you could cut them smaller, certainly. I like my vegetables in larger pieces because I like to see them. That's just me. And then I have some roasted red bell pepper. So what I'm going for is a bunch of different colors, basically. And some scallion. These are 2 scallions. Salt, pepper. The chicken has already been seasoned. I'm gonna actually hold off on the salt for now. And then, because I'm going with Italian themed, I'm gonna add some fresh basil. But you could, if basil's not fresh looking, because sometimes it's not great looking, And I'm just picking these. Picking or tearing. Tearing. Okay, so I have about 6 leaves here. And I'm just tearing them because I feel like that's faster. But you could, oh, you know, you could use my favorite tool in the kitchen. I have a couple favorite tools, actually. I was going to use this to show you about, okay, so I got two basil leaves here. And then instead of tearing, because, you know, you don't like tearing for whatever reason, because if you do tear, the leaves, the basil leaves or the herb or whatever will brown quickly. And so that's a better method to use when you're like going to eat immediately. So I would say that using kitchen scissors is less violent than tearing. For fun, I don't know, I just want to put some more basil in there for the ratio. Kitchen scissors are awesome. Kitchen scissors are awesome. Okay, that was like 6 basil leaves. And what do we have here? Okay. I usually use a larger bowl. I thought I was gonna have enough, but I tend to add, I have this thing with pushing the limits on my containers. Pushing the limits. Okay, so we wanna make sure to smash the ricotta together. I mean, not together, in the bowl. Of course, in the bowl is nice. Okay, let's see here. All right, okay. So, because I know, so the tomato adds some acid. I add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, but I know this needs a little bit of lemon juice because I like my food super flavorful. And sometimes I use a strainer to squeeze citrus, especially something with seeds like lemons. Okay, so let's see. From the top, we have cooked chicken, ricotta, cheese, a little bit. You could substitute Greek yogurt. You could use mayonnaise. That's totally fine. I'm not an anti-mayonnaise person. Okay, cool. Dude, this is looking fantastic. Fantastic. And we want to toss it in the bowl. I'm having a hard time with keeping the food in the bowl. Okay, that's why a bowl with wider, taller sides is better. Okay, I'm gonna give this a taste. Totally tastes like mayonnaise, but it's ricotta. There's a little more protein in ricotta cheese than mayonnaise. Saves a little calories. You could totally use Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. You could make a little cottage cheese. You could like puree the cottage cheese and add the basil to the cottage cheese. And then you have a dip. And then you could add some of that to this chicken salad. So this is one idea. And other things that you could use if you don't want to use roasted cherry tomatoes, you can use some sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil. These are very strong and fuerte. So this, you can make the dressing. Like put this in, chop this up just manually with a knife, old-fashioned knife. Or you could add some roasted red bell pepper. Or you could add some pitted Kalamata olives. And if you want to, you could add some, I would go with a little bit more acid. Some mustard would be awesome in some way. Some mustard seeds or some... I'm just going to put this here. Some mustard seeds or some just Dijon mustard would be fantastic in there. So that's a version. Italian-esque inspired because of the basil and the ricotta. All right, and then so the next one is I'm gonna moisten the chicken salad with avocado. Okay, cool. So you want to, when you remove, there's tons of different ways to remove the pit. The lazy way is squeezing the pit out, but you're at risk for losing some avocado if you do that. And then using, oh, I almost got it. The bigger knife is better. A smaller knife, you could actually cut through the avocado and into your hand. Not recommended to use a smaller knife. I usually don't take the pit out unless I'm going to use the pitted half. So that was a little quick tip about avocado. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use avocado for the moisture in chicken salad. And like I said before, you don't have to add a mayonnaise substitute. It's just what we're used to. And you don't have to do what we're used to. You don't. Okay, so I wouldn't even bother smashing the avocado, but I just want the mixing process to go smoothly during filming. Okay, so because of my restrictions in the bowl capacity, I'm gonna mix less chicken salad in this version. Okay, so far I have avocado, chicken, cooked chicken, and I'm gonna do some celery because that's just a classic ingredient to add to chicken salad, and that's kind of fun and exciting. And then I'm gonna add some chives, Chives. Somebody says them like that. Okay, so my favorite scissors, kitchen scissors, or tool in the kitchen. One of my favorite. I did wash these before I put them back in the container. Okay, so Chives, so chives or scallions, or you can use red onion. You could use caramelized onion as well. Yum, yum, yummy, yum, yummy. And what was I gonna do? Okay, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but that's okay. No, I'm here to inspire you with crazy ideas, right? Okay, I'm gonna use the lemon too. Okay, so check this out. I have some dry roasted Yukon Gold potatoes. Dry roasted means that I did not add any oil to them before I roasted them. This took around 35 to 45 minutes in my 375 degree oven. And what I'm gonna do is, sometimes I make potato chicken salad. What? I know, right? Crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice these with the skins on. Madness. We like the fiber from the skins. So if you dry roasted potatoes are just so good. So good. I'm just cutting these in 3s or 4s depending on how big the potato is. So actually the potato will help stick everything together as well. I'm not planning on smashing everything together, but some of you might like that. What else? Okay, salt, pepper. Because of the potatoes are dry roasted, they're not salted. So I'm gonna add a pinch of Maldon salt and a little bit of olive oil. It's like 2 teaspoons. And what else do I want to add? Is there anything else I would add? Okay, so I have celery, avocado, chives. This is a nice clean version. Ooh, you know what would be fantastic in this? Some curry powder. Yeah, totally. Ooh, while we're at it, might as well take it a whole other level. Take it to a whole other level. Apple. So when I think of chicken salad with curry powder, I think of apple. Because the sweetness of the apple goes fantastically with apple. Apple and curry are good friends. Okay, so here I have an apple. This is one of those jazz apples. And just going to, I don't like really big pieces in my salad. These are bigger than some of you might want. Okay, here we have it. And I did add lemon juice, cool. So this is awesome. So we have the sweetness from the apple, and we have the sweetness from the potato, because potatoes are starchy and they bring with themselves a sense of sweetness. Not a true sweetness, but a sense of sweetness, if that makes sense, because they're starchy. And this is looking really good. Okay. I'm very happy about this one because I think this looks more like a chicken salad than like according to what you guys are maybe more used to. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a taste. I tend to taste the chicken to see if it has enough seasoning and stuff. Seasoning, flavor, yumminess. That was a really good bite. You could add some radish. I think I originally intended to add radish, but I didn't get there. Okay, so 2 chicken salads. Super easy. You don't have to make a lot at one time. If you have the ingredients in your home to make a variety of dishes with chicken, then you can make multiple different versions of a recipe like chicken salad anytime. So I hope you'll try one of these recipes. And I wanted to show you 2 more things. One is I do like fruit in my salads, whether or not it's chicken salad or whatever. Maybe not an egg salad. But peach would be fantastic in one of these salads, whether or not it's just fresh peach or grilled peach or roasted peach in some way. I think peach in chicken salad would be fantastic. I know not all people like fruit in their salads. Also, blackberries would be also another fruit that I would recommend trying in your salad, chicken salad. And then to serve this chicken salad as a snack, try these crackers. They're Trader Joe's crisp bread. They're super seedy, crunchy. So put some chicken salad on there and then have like a cup of soup. And that could be your dinner or snack or lunch or whatever, anytime meal. Breakfast, who cares? Doesn't matter what you have for breakfast, just something good that helps you get going. Something that you like. Cool. So 2 ideas about chicken salad. 2 recipe ideas. And then once you have a basic template, like chicken salad is an idea, right? And so you can run with it however you want. So you don't have to just stick with mayonnaise and celery and onion, right? You can add all kinds of different vegetables and flavorings to make a dish and keep on experimenting with different types of flavors. Cool. So if you like this video, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribe and share. I would really appreciate it. I love being a dietitian and chef. So that's all from me for today. Thank you kindly for watching. To be continued. Until next time, thank you kindly.